Hello! You know, I just this game's really good. There's nothing else really that I can say about it. The game is just very good. Um, gonna make sure all my filters are set up properly. All right, beautiful. So last time we determined that the best course of action would be to break into the local oil refinery. It's very rare that the correct course of action in a given video game is to break into the local oil refinery, but I'm glad that this game is getting right to it, you know? I'm pretty sure our brother did something very foolish, somehow got caught up with something to do with the local oil refinery. I finished repairing the truck. Shall we attempt to access Shield? Yeah, let's go. Let's go do a felony. Go! Monkey! What? Monkey flies from the bed of the truck as Million speeds down the highway. This is already going awfully. What the hell? No, we have to, we, he's just fucking gone? I, we are 2 minutes into this stream, and my spirits are crushed. Looks like S.H.I.E.L.D. upgraded their drone fleet. Seen a couple of these sentinels downriver. I bet we could throw Monkey at that drone if he was here. They'll just keep calling out guards till you knock them out, but they can't be caught with bullets. Any ideas? Need a way into the security system, reroute their flight path. That's what Lucky thinks. I don't know how I'm gonna get that, though. We'll need to find some way of clearing that sentinel. Like I say, that sentinel drone just gonna keep calling on guards as soon as we knock him out. Lucky, ready for anything, up to you. Huh. A way of getting into their security, huh? I don't know how I'd actually do that. I wonder if I can go talk to the detective with Lucky in my party. Hello, Detective LeBlanc. Nope. Alright. Yeah, don't look too hard at that radio broadcast, maybe. What's up, Million? Need to find a way into the refinery. Yes, S.H.I.E.L.D. has stolen some of your mother's possessions. Lucky will be of help, but there may be additional obstacles. Yeah, I'm not... I don't think LeBlanc's drunk partner will help us, that's for sure. I'm not quite sure who I would, get to help me hack into S.H.I.E.L.D's security system, though. That doesn't seem like a skill set that I have, that's for damn sure. I don't think, our pal Terry is gonna be any help either. Or whoever the fuck he was. He tried to beat me up for going into a corner store, so he's the enemy. I need my bubble gum. Anyone out in the woods? Nope. It's the same memorial we saw last time. Just wanted to be sure. Yeah, if Monkey were here, Monkey could fucking hack the mainframe, I bet. there's the there's the virgin with the card reader in her face, but we don't have a card to put in the card reader. We only have a crouton-shaped phone case. I don't think the crouton-shaped phone case will be of any help. Well, I suppose we could probably just make a quick save and then try anyway, right? Actually, there's one more place we can try. Hey, are you still mad about us blasting off your cat? Hey, Erica. Alright, yeah, no, Erica's not gonna be of any help to us, I don't think. Hmm. Decommissioned freight mover suspended above the refinery. I don't know what the way of clearing that sentinel would be, quite honestly. I have a phone case? Yeah, the phone case isn't gonna do it. Alright, I guess we can make a bad decision. Alright. Yeah, Lucky, you got a gun. Could you shoot these guys with your gun? I mean, that seems to have worked quite well. Oh dear, he has shot me for quite a lot of damage, though. Wow. Yeah, I'm getting the shit shot out of me. I am not as bulletproof as I maybe thought I was. Excellent. What have we achieved? Nothing. Shit. Am I soft locked because I accidentally blasted a girl's cat through the ceiling? What about you, Keith? Nope. Now, Norco, you wouldn't be punking me right now, would you? Was the cat mission integral? Do I have to talk to the dog? I'm gonna listen to the dog bark while I think about it, and definitely don't Google it. That would be ridiculous. Ah, yes, the thing I have to do next doesn't make sense. You see, I have to go back to my mind map now, and I have to think really hard about Duck. Because remember, Detective LeBlanc told us we had to think about Duck. Yeah, you see, there's no note to let me know the mind map has been updated, but I do have to think really hard about Duck. LeBlanc suggested you visit him, but where does he live? You try to recollect. His face. Brief, generous smiles, but otherwise placid, expressionless. I was always happy to see him. His health. It took a turn before you left. A bit of lethargy, irregular breathing, sores in his legs. Your mom brought him food on days when he was unable to stand. His son, dead at 14. An explosion in the yard, natural gas leaking from a pipe. Something caused a spark. The pipeline... It crossed the property to Shield's chemical annex. There's only one neighborhood along that fence line. What's left of it, anyhow. Small fragments of his home pass through the black ink of your mind. The perennial accumulation of dust. The damp curtains and pile of cans on the kitchen table and those refinery shadows of the little slab bungalow. Duck lives in Dimes. Dimes is the neighborhood along the fence line of Shield's chemical annex. Duck lives there. I don't want to go to the neighborhood next to the chemical annex. I don't think there's going to be good things for me to find there. I think there's only going to be bad things. Shield's chemical annex, it's a small distance from the house. Isn't it nighttime? The house is partially boarded up. You assume it's an artifact of hurricane preparation that has since become a permanent fixture. Hey, man. Not the first ones to come through here toppling all my shit in the dark. Since the buyout, people think this neighborhood's all the way empty. Come around looking for copper. But you wouldn't do that kind of thing, Kay. Not like your brother. You just hanging out in the dark? Yes, I am. How's it been, Duck? How's it been? About how it looks. I made such a mess with that head drive. Just trying to keep myself out of trouble till it's my turn to go. So. You mentioned a buyout? You must have noticed coming in. The houses are all gone. People here have been fighting with S.H.I.E.L.D. all their lives. They got a little momentum on their side after the last explosion. The papers were making S.H.I.E.L.D. look bad. But hell, we were here first. S.H.I.E.L.D. moved in, we suffered. Gas leaks, noise, explosions. Can't grow my vegetables out in the yard, just won't grow. I never cared to move, but I knocked doors for it anyhow. If S.H.I.E.L.D. had never dropped in on us, my little plot of land would be worth something. Money they were offering to buy us out was all right. Be worth a lot more had they never come. Number they put in front of me, I said piss on it. Could have sued after Reese died. Just didn't have the energy for it. Now I'm the last one left in Dimes. So. I'm sorry about Reese? It's history. Most days I can't remember his face, if I'm honest. When you fill out the survey at the head drive clinic, they ask you to write down memories. Control points, they call them. All them years ago, I couldn't stand to write out his name. It was too painful. I skipped his memory. I regretted it at first, but I'm thankful for it now. Be a lot worse if that monster carried a piece of my boy inside it. Yeah, hey, wait a second. This guy looks a little bit... I can't tell if he's supposed to look a little bit like the guy from the intro because his head is tilted at the same angle. That might just be a coincidence, though. Is there a fake you out there, Duck? Leering at people from roadside ditches? Does he participate in Ash Wednesday, Duck? Head drive. Oh! Okay. Even worse. I unleashed it, the monster. Super Duck. Calls itself that just to get to me, just to piss me off. It's my fault. That company that made it for me, I should have known from the get-go. They only do their business at night. Found out later they ain't even got a license. Your mother went to the same clinic for hers. I tried to warn her. The junk that was in my brain. He begins to laugh. Is spreading around like a virus. It's even in the trees. I told your mother, don't get messed up in any of that. She tells me it's talking to her through the radio. I said, turn off the radio. Never listens. Stopped responding to me. Figure that monster's got money to burn. Catherine didn't want to leave her debt for you to deal with. So you kept up with my mom? Did you see any hitman or hitman-shaped objects heading towards her house? Because I'm still operating off of the most likely theory. If S.H.I.E.L.D. didn't just slowly poison her by their existence in the area, they actually poisoned her with a gun. Up until right near the end, Kay. She lived like she wasn't sick. She never quit. I could see it wearing on her. Took a toll on her body. Started in her liver. They burned it out, thought maybe that was the end of it. Before you know it, they found a literal in her lungs. She was still going all over town, walking up and down airline like some kind of bag lady. Figured she thought it'd go away if she ignored it. That didn't work out for her. Once it came for me, never did quit. I've been getting sores. Cramps every day. Can't keep nothing down. Tried to tell her that. Said, Catherine, this is not the kind of thing you can work off. Think she listened? By the time it got to her brain, that was all there was to it. No more working. No more doing nothing. But she'd already gotten fed up with me by that point. Never really made amends before they put her in that mausoleum with your daddy. Hurts my heart thinking about it. Well, what can you do? No hiding from God's will. So... have more questions about my mom. I saw a meat tree in one of the... There was a meat tree? Hate even thinking about that thing. It knows I'm here dying while it grows and grows. Big, disgusting, toxic birds sprouting from the ground all over the region with teeth and hands and all kinds of shit. Unbelievable. Turns my stomach. But you know what? I won't be the first to die. Hell no. It roped your mother into some lunacy. She wouldn't tell me the details. I couldn't get a single word out of her after a point. Did you attend her funeral? I plan to. Arrange for my godchild to pick me up and everything. The day of the service, I couldn't hardly walk. I heard from a couple people it was a beautiful one. For all the bridges she burned, there was plenty of people who had nice things to say. Even a few of her colleagues from the university showed up, the ones who got her sacked. I know that a chapter ass. They buried her with that fake little ring she always wore around her neck. She'd say it reminded her who she was. Figured she probably wanted to give it to you, but you were gone. And Blake, well, he'd have pawned it to anyone fool enough to buy it. So, it's certainly a deliberate choice on the part of the writing to have his sickness keep him from going to our mom's funeral, huh? Damn, man. The ring she wore around her neck was fake? You don't know the story? Kinda funny if it weren't so sad. Your granddaddy wanted to prove he was from royal stock, so he broke into a pawn shop up there on Airline and stole the biggest ruby he could find. I went around telling everyone it was from the old world. Said it traveled from France to Nova Scotia and down the Mississippi River. Well, that was a bunch of bullshit. He ended up in Angola for it, though they never did find the ring. Catherine took it to an appraiser one time. It's cubic zirconia. Fake. The man spent months in jail for a fake piece of jewelry. After that, everyone started calling him King Pierre. They laughed him out of crevasse. My mom was fired from the university? My mom worked at the university? Why did the University of Louisiana have a local occultist? Because my mom doesn't sound like a folklorist. Everyone says she was a folklorist, but, like, she definitely went to an occult bookstore where the cat rocketed when I pet it too hard. Sure, you were young. Couldn't have been too long after Blue passed. She lied up and down to get that job, and it weren't nothing special neither. Just a community college in the city. But that's Catherine. Never wanted to play it straight. Suppose Blake took after her in that respect. Yeah, let's stop talking about my mom. What I'm really here for is crime. I'd like you to help me do crime. Not a good idea, Kay. What for? Yeah, they stole my mom's stuff. Well, that's interesting. The regional executive, she took a particular interest in your mother. Yeah, well, is it because of this data that everyone keeps talking about? What data did my... Yeah. Everyone's talking about the things my mom knew. What the fuck could my mom have possibly known? Your mother was out in the lake. She heard Shield or something was building some kind of rig out there. She wanted to find out for herself. She didn't find what she was looking for, but she found something. Hey, Million, why do you always tense up whenever they mention the something she found out in that swamp? Sounds to me like her medication was messing with her head. But she insisted it was real. Some kind of UFO. Said it followed her for nearly a mile. But anyhow, that CEO they got at S.H.I.E.L.D., she's about as far out of her mind as your mother was. She must have caught wind of all this. Catherine got to be careful in her old age. Paranoid, even. The important thing she kept hidden. Whatever S.H.I.E.L.D. stole, it wasn't nothing important. But you want to get it back. Can you help us get it in? Also, does that mean I'll have to be going to the attic to figure out what they stole? Like, there's a bunch of boxes in the attic. Is there treasure in the attic? Is that what that means? I feel like maybe we should go take a flashlight up in the attic. I'm gonna regret telling you this, but I've been sitting on it so long, been dying to tell somebody. I don't know how S.H.I.E.L.D. managed to do it, but they fucked up. They bought out this neighborhood, and ever since they did, they put me behind the firewall. Got a computer terminal back there. Every time I boot it up, I get a view of the inside. Not like I know what the hell to do with it. Clicked around a bit, but just got myself lost. Can hardly read the screen. Computer's back there in my little library. Have a look. Whatever you do, Kay, I'm asking you to be careful. All right. Well, let's have a think in our mind map real quick. Fake ring. Your grandpa broke into a pawn shop and stole a jeweled ring to uphold the lie that he was descended from French royalty. Your mom later discovered the ruby was made from synthetic material. She still wore the ring around her neck until she died. She was buried with it. Blue is in a mausoleum. Blue wasn't buried. He was interred in a mausoleum. You visited it a few times as a kid. Catherine brought flowers and prayed there. You sat restlessly, waiting for her to finish. Afterwards, she dragged you into the church that faced the river road to make you touch the holy water. She watched you motion the sign of the cross before fixing your shirt. She held your shoulder as the two of you left. Your mom versioned her consciousness at the same disreputable neural versioning clinic as Duck. The device that hosts her consciousness is called a head drive. I wonder where that is, because we had images from her memories on our TV screen earlier. Laura St. Clair is interested in your mom. Duck speculates that it's because you're the object your mom observed in the lake. Duck is an old friend of your mom's who lost his son when a shield pipeline cutting through their yard exploded. He versioned his consciousness at the same clinic as her. They fell out of touch before she died. He lives in Dimes and is in poor health. Well, that seems accurate to me. The head of a buck is mounted to the wall. I really wish we had Monkey. A printout containing the letterhead of a law office in the métier sits in the tray of the printer. Mr. Richard, after carefully studying the circumstances of the buyout, we recommend that you proceed with relocation. S.H.I.E.L.D. is not legally obligated to provide you with an easement. You may find yourself trespassing on private property when leaving and returning to your home. Great. Cool. Fuck, man. You peruse the titles on the bookshelf. Ooh, anomalous light report, huh? A report on the levitating spheres of light witnessed by multiple onlookers above Camp Memory in the in the Bonnet-Car spillway throughout the spring and summer of YX-1S commissioned by the United States Army Corps of Engineers. After careful survey of the soil content in the area near Camp Memory, our inquiry has determined anaerobic conditions conducive to the formation of confirmed pockets of gas that, given exposure to sufficient heat, may ignite. These spontaneous incidents of combustion were likely swamp gas, everyone! They're telling us it's swamp gas! Swamp gas was likely mistaken for floating luminous spheres. And now, for the main event. The Pigman? Some claim that the Pigman is a type of grunch who hides beneath the interstate bridges that cross Lake Pontchartrain. Legend has it that if you bring the Pigman a gift, he will return a gift to you in kind. Oh, no, it's fine that you were AFK. You know, you did just, however, miss the Pigman of Lake Pontchartrain. trophy sitting atop the bookshelf reads Junior Champion Reese Richard, St. Charles Parish, YX2B. Oh, a box. Strange ornamental box. I shouldn't go through other people's things, but I'm a bad child. You attempt to open the box. It's locked. Well, alright then. Storage containers filled with paperwork and newspaper clippings. You sift through some of the clippings that fill the containers. Most relate to the catalytic cracking unit explosion of YX10. Descriptions of the aftermath, the destruction, the displacement, the workers who died. Your father is listed among the names. A collection of bills, letters, and photographs are pinned to the board. The photographs are of various industrial and infrastructural landscapes that you recognize from around the region. The Geismar aluminum refinery, the grain elevators downriver, the airport control tower. A computer console with a large trackpad and magnified display. You pass your finger over the trackpad, waking the machine. Shield security terminal is displayed on the console. All right. You sit before the shield terminal display. Oh shit! Hacking. Hang on, gamers. If we're gonna be doing some sick Hollywood hacking, I will in fact need to hydrate. I don't have the processing power to hack without hydration, so I'll be right back. Goodness. One full glass of Mountain Dew later, and I'm ready to hack everyone. This is a map of SHIELD Sentinel drone security fleet. The entrance to the refinery is in Zone A. If you want to gain access to the refinery, then it may be necessary to clear the Sentinels from this zone. There are currently 3 drones patrolling Zone A. Perhaps there's a way of relocating them to other zones. Can I just move them all out? Or will the game not allow that? Seems there's a precaution in place to prevent any zone from being unsecured, but there may be a way around this. No zone can host more than 3 drones. When one zone contains no drones, then a maximum capacity neighbor will reallocate a drone to its unsecured neighbor. This means that when moving the last drone from Zone A, we must be sure that none of its neighbors are at maximum capacity. Okay. So if I move this drone up here, and then I should be able to just... No, because C also still borders... Oh, dang. Interesting, interesting. Move a drone over into I. And another one over into there. One into there. I'm not a security AI, everyone. I'm a dog. I'm trying so hard. Okay. I think this'll do it. No, damn it, right. Yeah. Oh wait, hang on. No, I can just move it into area D. Yeah! Alright! Yeah, I don't care. This is a very poorly designed system. The drones have been cleared from the entrance area of the refinery. I suspect this will be helpful. That was a pain, but we did it. Alright, let's go break into a fucking oil refinery. I will say I'd really like to go find Monkey. But instead, let's go visit our father's grave. I'm sure that'll be a lighthearted and enjoyable time. Face of your mom's crypt is damaged, with cracks running along the edge. It appears as if someone has tampered with the crypt. With a pry bar, we could open it ourselves. Okay, so we are just gonna pry open our mom's grave, huh? We're at that point of... We're at that point of our investigations where we're just going around prying open graves and coffins and shit. Roger, Roger. Give me that pry bar. We are going grave robbing. Actually, here's a question. Is it illegal to dig up your own family's grave? Like, if I go to the local graveyard and I find Void Puppy Sr. and I dig him up from the water balloon we buried him in, am I breaking the law? Because it's my body, right? Do you still own your body once you die? Like, I should be allowed to do this, right? Yeah, I should be allowed to do this. You pry at the cracked marble face of the crypt. It peels away from the thin caulk bead effortlessly. Someone has removed Catherine's casket. This was your mother's ring. She wore it on a chain around her neck. A letter, the penmanship delicate. It reads, Beloved Kay, her remains are safe. You will be reunited with your family soon. I don't feel good about this. I don't feel good about this. I don't feel good about this. What'd they do with my mom? Your mom was conducting research. No, already seen that one. Was exhumed. Her body was stolen from the Red Church Mausoleum. I'm really scared of what they're doing with my mom's corpse, I will be honest. Anyway, let's go break into a fucking oil refinery. Hey, losers. No sentinel drones around. Once we clear these two, we're in. Ready? Let's do it. Lucky, shoot this fool. I always love seeing a clip show up out of nowhere in my chat. I can't wait till after stream to see what that is. Also, good to see you, Darth. Hello, hi, hello. We're playing more NORCO. We are harnessing the power of Simon Says in order to kick the shit out of oil cops. I like how Lucky easily does the most damage of all of us because Lucky has a fucking gun and we don't. Nothing much to it. When them sentinels not around, they more or less let you walk into the place. Oof. Would you take a look at that big fella? The freight mover? Hell of a machine. Could really put on a show with one of them. Lucky just thinking out loud. Let's get to it, eh? Refinery's ours. Oh! Hey, we're going... Oh yeah, I forgot! This shit! Hey! Catherine! You made it! To this warehouse! With Big Bird. I... sure did. We have a job for you. It will pay. It will solve some problems before you die. Dallas! Sup? No stranger to the network. You will assist Catherine. Yes. Catherine! In the lake! You saw the stone. We saw you see the stone. We want this stone, but it has evaded us. Superduck is... what else? A network. A system of signals, wireless communication of locusts and frogs, cypress roots, disease vectors, internet of flesh, biomimicry, internet of internet, radio towers, distributed AI, distributed birds in flight. Superduck saw you see the stone, because Superduck was an eagle in the sky. The stone is a sky thing that many want, but it reveals itself to no one. No one except for you, Catherine. It followed you through the lake. It loves you. It seeks you. It will submit to you. We must act fast. Shield wants the stone. Clairbionics wants the stone. Superduck wants the stone. And John has the stone. John. Everyone hates John. Everyone follows John. Influencer, dopamine fiend, convinced himself he has faith in God, convinced others even. Some young and idealistic, some old and bitter. These are the Garrets of John. You will find them gathered in the bowels of the Promenade Mall in Kenner. John has hidden the stone in this forgotten place. He will use the stone in an attempt to fulfill his prophecies, but his are the prophecies of a fool. Got it? Go get me my shiny stone! Hurry, before you die! I want to eat it. Have a good evening, you two! What the ever-loving fuck? What the shit? Can you please explain to me what... So wait. Sorry, go. You go. What was that? What was what? There's a bird with teeth the size of my head living inside that warehouse? Yeah. That's normal to you. No? But I mean, I've seen some stuff in my life. Me too, but... What's the stone? He said it loves you. What was that all about? I don't know. I saw a drone or something in the lake. Why does he keep calling it a stone? Stone, drone. I have no idea. I was a little distracted. Well, I need you to start paying attention, or neither one of us is getting paid tonight. I got the gist. Some internet weirdos are living in the mall, and they've got the stone. That's right. Kenner John and his gang. They're keeping the stone in the old Promenade Mall in Kenner. We need to find a way inside, get the stone, bring it back here. You got that? Go to the abandoned mall, steal the magical stone, bring it to the giant warehouse, bird. Couldn't be more clear. Biggest node in the network is inside this building. I'm a little lost. What's up? I don't know what the hell is going on. Super Duck is what? Super Duck. Yeah. What is it? Something like a virus. Infects things, animals, trees, phones, whatever else. So what was that thing in the warehouse? A node in the network. There's a handful around the region. You use the app long enough, you get to know them. And the app is for doing whatever this virus wants you to do. I don't know. Just how to keep the lights on. I feel so good about what we're doing right now. If it can infect trees and birds, it can infect people. Like, they keep talking about all of these fucking... Like, they keep talking about our mom drifting away from people before she died. And we're getting creepy notes. And I'm really starting to think that our mom might have been super ducked, whatever that means. The thing in the warehouse mentioned a John. Kenner John. You don't know Kenner John? Never heard of him. Happy for you. He makes videos. They get shared all over the internet. I watched a couple. Religious stuff. You religious? I turned away for a while, but the cancer brought me back. No doubt. John's a divisive figure among the faithful, not the most orthodox preacher. Right, Promenade Mall in Kenner. $6 to go like 2 blocks. That's the Uber way. Alright. A single car sits in the parking lot. A subdivision at the mall's rear is beyond the lot. That's Keith? Who? Keith Broussard. Guy I went to high school with? Where'd you go to high school? Distron? Distron's right down the street. Not so odd you'd see him here. In an abandoned parking lot in the rain in the middle of the night? Guess I've been on this app too long. Seems fine to me. Keith? Kate. Alright, sister. Thought that was you. What's up? What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm working. Me too. Working a case, starting a little news website. What's the website? Ain't got a name yet. Still trying to come up with something cool. Keith's News Alert or something like that. I'm just trying to report on what's really happening around here. What you investigating? Tell me about the case you're working, Keith. Trying to get to the bottom of what's going on in this mall right here. Heard they got small boys coming in and out. Oh no, Keith. Textbook adrenochrome harvesting facility. Guy who runs the operation looks about as much as a pervert as you can picture. Kenner John? You got it. Man looks like a slug. What do you know about Kenner John? I know he got his star posting in the comments section on the New Orleans News and Views. He'd go in there saying how he learned how to speak to God. Got himself some attention that way. Before you know it, this gaggle of boys started following him around. Sick stuff. Guy's a sicko. I think I should keep moving. But maybe I'll come back later to see how the case is going. I'd like that, sister. Come pass by. Why I don't see you around so often these days? Staying busy. You mind me asking you something? Just a thing I find myself wondering about. Sure. Don't mean for this to sound rude, but how come you treated Blue the way you did? One of the best men I ever knew. Why would you ask that? He kept his name. Figure it couldn't have been all bad, just something I wonder. We'll wonder about something else. Hey, forget I asked. I'm too busy to be thinking about that right now. And go be busy, Kate. I didn't mean to rattle you like that. Well, good to know that that's apparently very serious. We're not gonna ask Mom about Blue if we find her disembodied consciousness, I guess. A small plastic case device lies in the grass. What is that thing? Had to guess, I'd say it was a tracker. Don't know what use it is laying in the mud. Four-door mid-size SUV. An older model, well-maintained. Light pours from the partially open garage door. Sure, let's just break into a stranger's home. Catherine crouches and peers beneath the garage door. Sports commentary blares from television in the far corner. She studies the space beyond the threshold. A compressor, ice chest, tackle boxes, stacks of cardboard, buckets of bolts, and welding scrap. Kitchen supplies, a butane stove, laundry baskets filled with cans of cat food, an old candle burned to its base and tipped on the floor. Stacks of disintegrating newspaper, a microphone stand, a collection of shadeless lamps lined against the wall as if awaiting a firing squad. Situated amidst the clutter, a man in a red folding chair watches the television, his back turned away. Sure. What are you doing? Just... Catherine steps into the garage. Wait here. Catherine regains her posture beyond the door. The man doesn't notice her. Sports commentators analyze a touchdown. The man watches with rapt attention, his head craned. Commercial break. A helicopter view of the Houston Astrodome. An advertisement for detergent. A silly dog spills the plate of fries and ketchup. Everyone is smiling by the end, petting the dog. Hello? The man looks back and jumps in his chair. As he should, because we are just breaking into his house for reasons I'm not entirely sure of either. What in the... Catherine lifts both hands, palms out. Sorry to startle you. How are you in my garage for? This is about Bruce, isn't it? Who? Bruce. That's right, Bruce, my son. You must be a journalist or something. A social worker? You probably know him as Garrett. Ever since he got himself mixed up with that internet freak, people like you been coming by asking about him. But I keep saying the same thing. I don't talk to him. Can't even get him on the phone no more. We work together at the plant in Norco, but he goes out of his way to avoid me. Of course, he landed a computer job while I'm busting my ass with a torch all day. Won't even look his daddy in the ass. My kid, she left, never came back. It's hard. Hard, alright. Can't focus on nothing around here. I was waiting for him to call. Even started digging through all these boxes looking for the little stuffed monkey he'd carry around as a kid. Sounds just like my daughter. Figured I could give it to him as some kind of peace offering. What would you tell him if he ever came back? Hell, I don't know. Get some sense. Guess I'd say, Bruce, you're my boy, and this here is your home. Wouldn't turn you away for nothing. That cult shit, that Garrett shit, let it go. Just come back home. That's what I'd say. If you see Bruce, will you even tell him that? Hell, you can even record it and hang on to it until you see him. He blocked my number. I can't get a word to him. I don't have anything to record with. And come back when you do. I'll repeat it. I ain't got no shame left. Now go on. Get out of my garage. What a strangely poignant moment with a man that we just wandered into the backyard of the garage of. This game has a very specific flavor of strangeness that is slowly but surely making my brain melt. And it was already a liquid to begin with, so we're only going downhill. A drainage canal forms a moat around the parking lot, dividing it from its commercial neighbors. Mattress boss! Boss, you made a mattress? That's unacceptable. I'm ending the mission. The downpour finds its way into the drainage channel. Drainage canal. Its water level slowly rising. Transposing words all day long. Used to come here all the time as a kid. Same. I knew it fell in hard times, didn't know just how hard. No. Thank you! I put it together today, 'cause I was tired of having my chat cover the video. So now it doesn't. Also, no ditch man, no scum. Ditch man banned from the mall. A scale model is encased in glass. The plaque at its base reads ARC. What do you think that is? Hard to say. Almost looks like an oil rig. Or a spaceship. Two teens speak in whispers behind the gate. Each has a similar bowl cut, lacks shoes, and wears a blue-collared shirt with a name tag that reads Garrett. The older of the two eyes Catherine indifferently. Yeah? What's that thing in the case? That thing is our ticket to Mars. Knew it. How many people could fit in there? That's just the toy version, stupid. The real one is like 500 feet tall. 114 feet and 6 inches. I was close. Yes, Garrett. Is the mall open? Been a long time since I've come by this mall. Is it still open? The two boys snicker. Not for you. We're trying to get inside. Either you gentlemen care to help us into this place? No one's going to help you. You have to help yourself. Is this how you live your life? Walking around parking lots in the rain, asking for help? More or less. I mean, that's how I live my life. It's been very successful so far. I'm at the head of a vast streaming empire and a dog commune. It's time you take responsibility for yourself. Lift. Become strong. Get a new fit. You look like you're wearing a bag. No more soft drinks. I hate soft drinks. Then don't drink them. You need to be initiated before we can even consider letting you in. Initiated how? Humorous. How many readings have you collected? 3. Bullshit. And tell me how many days the arc took to complete. 60 years. Took Noah about 60 years to build his ark? Not Noah's ark, lady. So you have no idea what's going on around here. Guilty. You need to pull yourself together. I need to help you, but first you need to help yourself. How? Sad. Sad. Really sad. So listen, John's got an app, okay? You need to install it if you have any hope of making your way in here. Even once you're inside, you'll need the readings to visit the cathedral. Cathedral? The place where the divine object resides. Don't talk about that with the sieves, moron. What's the app called? What app? The one you just mentioned 2 seconds ago? To get into the mall? Oh, John's Kenner book. Or no, it's Kenner John's Apocryphon. That's it. Kenner John's Apocryphon. Install that shit. Catherine pulls out her phone. Done. Oh God, Catherine, what have you done? I've become Catholic. Congrats. You're on your way to being less of a fuck up. What's with the name tags? You work here or... No. Both tags say Garrett. Do you both have the same name? No. Yes. Look, this is like some spiritual shit. We can't just tell you about it. We did it to Count Gooch. Dude, come on. She didn't even do the app thing yet. It's some spiritual shit. Just do the app thing and then you'll know the truth or whatever. How do we use the app? So what do I do with this app? It's an augmented reality viewer. You gotta find John's scriptures around town. So... Didn't realize we were playing fucking Sodom and Gomorrah here. Jesus Christ. Sorry, everyone. I had to drink some of my Bible coolant. It's the only way I can successfully think about the Bible. Sculptures? Virtual sculptures. You can always see them on your phone. There's 3. Find a sculpture, scan it with your phone, learn some shit. The first is in Bruce's yard. Don't make it easier for her. And Bruce is a Garrett now. Show some respect. Each one will give you a clue about the next. You're just giving the whole thing away. She will not collect them all, Garrett. No need to worry. Yeah, true. That last one's a nightmare. Listen, if you need help, go talk to Friend. Who? Just open the Apocryphon app while standing in the parking lot in front of the mall. You'll see Friend. Where are your parents? I don't know, watching Jeopardy or some shit? Got some candy for us or something? Give me a ride to basketball practice. Glad we got this gate to protect us. This is unbearable. This cult is one of the most unbearable cults that I'm aware of, and I've met all of the major ones. Some kind of recruitment video plays on the monitor above the entrance. Imagery flashes across the screen, punctuated by text. 3 geometric shapes. Find all 3. A name tag that reads Garrett pinned to a crayon blue shirt. Earn the badge. A tower circled by scaffolding. Find salvation in the stars. Thank you. I put it together because I was tired of my chat fucking overlapping the game text in all my VODs. It was really making me quite angry. I really don't know if I should be playing this fucking cult app. I have a feeling that I'm going to, like... Oh, those tracking devices are the... Is it really... Yeah. Are they really basing their whole cult around what is basically augmented reality GPS trackers? First reading from the Apocryphon of Kenner John. Early years you spend inside, TV on, dad blaring the games. Says he keeps Christ in his heart, but it's a lie. Kenner is the only place on earth. Nowhere to go, no one to hang out with. Your flesh is alien, the house is a prison. Only escape is through fiber lines. Someone in the forums posts a flyer for a show. Somewhere to meet people, something to do, whatever. You borrow your dad's car and go. Step into Saint Somewheres, and you immediately know these aren't your people, Garrett. You make a few jokes, someone calls you a Nazi. You throw the first punch, things spiral out of control. You're outside bleeding, pushing someone's face into a trash can full of Go cups and beer bottles. The scum are screaming at you to stop, but you don't. Someone knocks you over the head with a floor jack. You fall to the ground. They think you're dead. You're unconscious for 12 days. You wake up with a slouched mouth on your left side, determined to ruin everyone's life. You watch the forums closer now. You call the cops on the next show, and the next show, and the next show. You get the place shut down for a while. You didn't let up. Good job. Fuck the scum. Wow. Okay, so... Alright, we're playing Fascist Pokemon Go, everyone. We are calling cops on house shows and wearing polo shirts and being a prick. Me fucking too, Dallas. I'm also ready to retire. Let's go find fucking Friend, I guess. They said he was in the parking lot, right? Is he in this parking lot, or is he in the wide shot parking lot? Let's check the wide shot parking lot. Yeah. I bet there's gonna be some scary bullshit. Oh yeah, it's a clown! I am Friend. What are you? I am Friend. We need your help. Garrett said to speak to you. Any way you can help us find John's second sculpture? The first reading of John reads, Try going to St. Somewheres, get called fast, get knocked over the head with a tire iron. St. Somewheres. I, you know, I'm not gonna get political on stream, but if someone thinks you're a fascist strongly enough to hit you with a tire iron, shut the fuck up. Time to spend more goddamn money on Ubers. St. Somewheres. Once a modest neighborhood bar, it has moved through a succession of subcultural clientele over the past decade. First came the squatters, who took up residence in nearby homes damaged by hurricanes or simple neglect. The squatters attracted the punks brought the hipsters, and so on. It now exists in a subcultural estuary, only one change away of ownership from becoming an upscale wine bar. Ugh, my stomach still doesn't feel right. Hey, this guy's the guy who ate the dumpy dog. The hot dog finally catch up to you? This past couple hours has been the worst experience of my life. Why'd you let me eat that thing? Because I had to, sir. Nothing personal, just something I had to do. You're a bad person. After you left, my stomach started screaming. You know how hard it is to find a bathroom in the French Quarter? But you found one? That's good. No, I didn't find one. I'm so sorry. Also, yeah, we are in Norco, Louisiana. We are specifically in Norco, Louisiana, half a mile from the local fucking oil and catalytic plant. It's been a rough game so far, I must say. Yeah, no, a lot of the game has been about specifically the effects of the oil plant on the locals. It's rough. What'd you do? I don't know enough about Louisiana to say if they've covered any of that, because they've also changed up some of the names in this game. There was definitely a moment early on where I stared at my house and our protagonist thought about how someday there's going to be another hurricane when they haven't recovered from the last one, and it's going to completely collapse the local government and everyone's going to die. So that was a great... Yeah, no, we got to have a flashback about that, and then a flash forward to the chronic anxiety that the destruction of the hurricane has caused in our protagonist. And that's just a conversation you get to have with yourself while staring at your own house. You don't want to know. Yes, I do. Oh, but I do. You give me bad vibes, you know that? You want to know how I dealt with the insane explosive diarrhea that I got because of you? Is this some kind of power trip or something? Do you go around coaxing young men into eating old gray hot dogs most night, or is this a special occasion? Special occasion. And then you follow them around and see where and how they took a shit? This is what you do with your weeknights? Yes. I'm here, aren't I? Alright. Fine. I'll tell you. But just remember that you asked. So after you leave the French Quarter, I'm standing there with flannel ass, enjoying my second hot dog. I can tell something's wrong in my stomach. I run up the street to use the bathroom at some tourist trap, but the bouncer throws me out right when it's my turn in line. By that point, I'm desperate. I unlock my bike and start riding home as fast as I can. I nearly run over a couple of pedestrians. I'm on Elysian Fields in St. Claude. Major intersection. Tons of traffic backed up for about a quarter of a mile because there's an accident. I know that I'm going to shit myself. It's coming. I'm in a state of complete panic. If I shit right there, dozens of people will see it. I need privacy fast. There's a stretched limo Hummer pulled on the side of the road with people hanging out on the sidewalk next to it. Looks like high school students. Maybe they're getting ready to go to a dance or something. They're all congregated on one side of the limo, like on the sidewalk. I'm in the street on the opposite side. So I drop my bike right there in the street, and I sneak into the limo as quietly as I can. No one's in there. They're all outside. I don't think twice. I just pulled on my pants and let loose. It's, you know, there's a lot of it. It's taking a while. Should I keep going? You still enjoying yourself here? Yes. Please continue. You're disgusting. So anyway, while I'm in there, the kid shut the door, the driver climbs in, and all the lights in the rear of the limo go out. I guess the driver was just dropping the kids off downtown? I don't know. But at this point, it's just me and him. There's a tinted window that divides the cab from the rear of the limo. It'd be pretty hard for the driver to see me with the lights out. He gets on the phone, calls his wife or girlfriend or whatever, and he drives away. He thinks the limo is empty. He's got it on speakerphone, and I can hear the whole conversation in the speaker right next to my head. First thing he says is how bad those kids stink. Said I'll never drive young kids like that again. Said they smell like baby diapers. Then he starts, like, having phone sex. I'm not joking. They immediately launch into it, saying what they want to do to each other, all this stuff. Not like that's the biggest deal in the world, but for reasons I won't get into, I just really didn't want to be in there anymore. I try to open the door thinking, fuck it, I'll just jump out. But the door is locked. I checked the others. They're all locked. I crawl up to the window and start tapping on it. Sir, sir, you forgot me. He hangs up the phone and cracks the little tinted window. Who in the hell are you? He asks. I'm one of the kids. You forgot to drop me off. He starts shouting, what is that smell? What is that smell? My heart is beating out of my throat. I can't breathe. He rolls up the window, calls the police. Again, I can hear the entire conversation. I can't even remember what we were doing anymore. This conversation is... This might as well be the only part of the game. Operator asks him what the problem is. He says a man broke into his limo and took a shit in it. Just like that. A man broke into my limo and took a shit in it. They ask him his location. He pulls off on the side of the road and waits for the cops. I'm banging on the window, begging him to let me out, saying I'll pay for him to get it cleaned up. He pretends I'm not even there. Still care to listen? Well, chat. Do we continue? I feel like we can't not learn how it ends now. Because he's not in jail. He's here. Of course. I just got an achievement called Showgoer's Tale. Alright, so here's what gets me. The New Orleans Police Department has never showed up to anything on time. It takes them hours to show up to a murder scene, right? Well, a squad car pulls up behind the limo within like 3 minutes. At this point, I can't even explain to you. I'm having a heart attack. I'm dying. I crouch down behind the door and wait. There's shit everywhere. It's on my shoes, my hands, my shirt. I have no alibi here. The man gets out, opens the door for the police. I spring out of there and just start running. I don't look back. I can hear the cops shouting. I turn into the neighborhood. There's a construction dumpster about a block away. I run like lightning towards that thing, dive in. There's barbed wire, nails, all kinds of stuff. I'm getting scratched up. I don't care. Adrenaline is coursing through my veins. I burrow down into the heap of trash like a mole and hide. I can hear the police sirens. Squad car stops at the dumpster. They get out, look around. They shine the light right on me. I stay perfectly still, holding my breath. They leave. I wait a couple minutes. I climb out. I walk here. I take another shit. I'm so sorry. Yeah, well, hot dogs. Where do we go from here? How do we continue? How do we recover the vibe after learning that Kay's mother is perhaps a greater monster than S.H.I.E.L.D. itself? A greater monster than Super Duck, even. Well, I guess we can go and try and fucking sneak our way into the goddamn club. The man working the door tunes out the cacophony while scrolling through cooking recipes on his phone. A small group gossips conspiratorially. The music spilling from inside drowns out all but the vaguest details. A love triangle. Too much whiskey. Someone kicked in the wall in a fit of rage. Let's see if it's out here anywhere. I don't think it is, though. Yeah, probably have to go inside. I hope we don't have to literally get hit by a tire iron. Life is like a hot dog. No cover tonight, just checking IDs. We're looking for a sculpture. That ring a bell? You talking about the douche whose little gang keeps calling the cops on me? Presumably, yes. You don't look like one of those mall Nazis. What's this about? I'm an academic. I'm conducting research on this Garrett phenomenon for an anthropology journal. No kidding. So have you visited their secret lair or whatever? They took over the old Promenade Mall. Someone's tried sneaking in there, but they got the spot locked down. Anyhow, here's what I know. They got some game they play on their phone. They stick these devices around town like Easter eggs. They find the devices, scan them with their phones, something like that. Not sure of the details. They hid one right outside the bar, so we had the little mall Nazis coming by every night to find it. But then last night, Ditch Man came and grabbed it. Ditch Man? Who's Ditch Man? He lives over by the mall. He's usually hanging around the ditches feeding the ducks. I don't know the guy, but Belle vouches for him, so he must be alright. Sounds like we're heading back to the mall. What's happening tonight? This bar looks like it's fucking jumping. Well, it is bounce night. Bounce night? Yeah. Crowd seems... Catherine glances around and then to Dallas. Different than I'd expect. What you looking at me for? Just... Don't you agree? What? Bunch of white kids shaking their ass to bounce, so I'm supposed to give a shit? I didn't mean anything by it. All I listen to is Christmas music. He might be. He hasn't shared any of his background. All we know is that he is another worker for our gig app. Christmas music. That's it. That's the only thing I listen to. Seriously? Oh, don't even start. Over here having a bounce night for a bunch of white kids. So now it's a problem all of a sudden? Because all you listen to is Christmas music? Yeah, now it's a problem. That's right. Where you from, Stinky? Minneapolis. Enough said. Also, hello! I have a new overlay. I just thought I'd head you off at the pass and tell you that I'm aware of my new overlay. I made it myself. Christmas music. Just kind of creepy, that's all you listen to. Creepy? I'm gonna listen to you about what's creepy? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Boys. Christmas music is cozy. Helps me relax. That's cool, man. That's fine. God damn. Why does John's gang call the cops on you? Other than they're a bunch of fucking Nazis? I don't know. They try to get every show I book shut down. Maybe because they have nothing better to do? Why has Ditchman come around here? I noticed there are no ditches outside. This Ditchman lives all the way out in Kenner. What's he coming around here for? Buy stuff off of Bell. What kind of stuff? The man glances down at Catherine's shoes. Why do you care? I'm just looking for a way into the mall. I'll say this. Ditchman gets stuff from here. He takes it to the mall. I think he's selling it to those little Nazis. Tried sneaking into the mall? What stopped you from getting into the mall? First you tried lifting the entrance gates, but they're all locked tight. They even fenced the banks of the canal, so you need a boat to get past them. We're thinking of going back with a couple of kayaks sometime. How about tonight? Nah. This will be going to at least 2, and then I got a shift in the morning. Well, that's the thing. We are a little old lady with cancer, so I think we get a little bit more a little bit more leeway because we do have the cancer going on. Let's get a drink some other time. Sounds like what we're looking for is in Kenner now. Guess we're headed back to the mall. That's Cole McGrath. uh, I mean, I'm trying to think of what Cole McGrath looks like, and you're not wrong. Hey, wait a second. Why is it only 10 cents? It's a 10 cents difference to go to either the supply store or the mall. But it's a $6 charge to go to the Eagle Wholesale. What the fuck, man? Uber's bullshit. Oh! Wait! Ah, I didn't even see that earlier. I can't believe I missed that. Second reading from the Apocryphon of Kenner John. Leave the hospital and discover faith, that immaterial essence. Pray, Garrett. Pray in the closet during the football games. Post prayers to the show forums just to fuck with the scum. That's how the Garretts find you. Mattress Boss. Not owned by babies. One's named Garrett, so they're all named Garrett. Some kind of joke. Doesn't matter. You're Garrett, too. 25 Garretts in all. Okay, so the number 12 was highlighted in the other one. So I think it's 12, 25. Wait, I only listen to Christmas music. It's all coming together. Garrett worked in the basement below the council chambers, said they had a closet full of old computers. Garrett plugged one in and used it as a server. That's how Garrett hosted sermons in the sky. He projected videos of a guy he found online, said he grew up in Kenner just like Garrett. Garrett began watching him too and told the other Garretts to subscribe. Soon all the Garretts were watching Kenner John. John summoned his flock to the ziggurat of Promenade Mall and taught them about Christ's hidden nature and other secrets of faith. He spoke of the... Hey, Ditchman! Hey, you've met our son, right? You've met our son. I'm pretty sure you've met our daughter. Hello, Ditchman. This is Pawpaw. Pawpaw believes that we are a descendant of Jesus Christ by the way of our ancestry, with the Cajuns. He's apparently just a weird old guy who wanders around the town, but also Kay apparently persistently sees hallucinations of him. I'm very afraid right now. What do you think about Johnny? He sucks. Don't you just hate him? A real fuck, isn't he? Can I help you? Catherine, dear, it is I who will be helping you on this night. I knew you'd come to see me, waiting in the ditches. Waiting! No trouble there, child. Happy to do it. You need access to the mall. Here I am, delighted to assist. Hey, how do you have the Ash Wednesday? It's raining. That's Ash. How do you... Okay. The man eyes the ring hanging from Catherine's neck. And you even wear the stone of the Magdalene, just as she herself wore it. You are the image of her beauty. You... Why are you here? We were neighbors once upon a time. Don't you remember? I've only come to help, as neighbors do. Catherine shakes her head. What is this? It is my responsibility to guide you now, and to watch over the children. I've been to see Kay. She is well. Excuse me? Can you tell me what this is about? It's about a boat. A boat that can get you into the mall. The Garretts, they favor me over John, that little shrimp. That little sad boy. I'll be your guide into the mall, the sanctum of the Garretts. Catherine turns to Dallas. This man, I think he's been following me. To help you. To help. I've always watched over you. But Blue, a good man, they say. An asshole. He wouldn't let your papa near you. Well, here I am. I came to tell you. You needn't worry about Kay. Keep her name out of your mouth. Because she'll be home. Perhaps too late for you. Dying, they say. From becoming to being, the philosophers say. Where did you see my daughter? Walking through California like it were Galilee, her robes frayed. Splendid, divine, a child of Christ. No. Not getting into a ditch with this guy. Fuck no. There's no one else in this place to help you. Do you see anyone else? Anyone who will help? I don't want your help. Don't want to be anywhere near you. Stay away from my family. Are we clear? I have all the time in the world, Catherine, but you, dear, you do not. I'm not here to frighten you, to harm you. Quite the opposite. Without my help, there will be no getting into this mall. Patience is a virtue of your papa. I am your only way in. Dallas leads Catherine away from the canal. Let's go find this last sculpture. We don't need his help. I know him. The old man smiles and waves an enthusiastic wave as Dallas glances back towards the ditch. Doesn't look like he has stigmata looking at it from that little wave, yeah. Sounds like a stalker. I just don't know. Seems like this parking lot is full of strange men who know your name. Am I missing something here? What, you think I invited them? I don't know. Maybe? I'm just as confused as you are. Well, I'm gonna finish reading this again. Yeah, you can just stand right there, ditch dude, it's fine. Spoke of the things on the server beneath the council chambers as he did above the concrete in the New Orleans sky. I think the final sculpture might be at the council chambers. The old man squats near the flooding ditch with an easy grin, his robe whipping in the wind. Say the word, dear Catherine. I am your only way into this mall. I'm gonna not trust Pawpaw. He is the ditch man, apparently, and I don't think I trust a ditch man, if I'm being completely honest. We'll try the council building, and if the council building doesn't get me what I need, then I'll cry, I suppose. A woman with an exhausted expression sits on a bucket with a forgotten cigarette burning in her fingers. Are you one of the nerds that comes around here to play with puppets? No. Not my scene. Good. We're back here trying to live a quiet life. Those people with their haircuts, they come around here playing with puppets, making a big production. Then the cops show up and give us a hard time. I got chased away from my last spot. Not trying to deal with that again. Where's your last spot? Where were you before I ended up here? The mall in Kenner. I was one of the first after they condemned the building. A man lived in the closet. He was strange, but he kept to himself. No one bothered me in that place till the boys showed up. They chased us out, threatened to report us. Little bastards. That guy, John, their leader, he should die. I hope the closet man lives up to his word and kills him. The closet man? Oh, hey, it's Friend. I am Friend. I don't understand the readings. Yeah, love will win with overwhelming preemptive strike. Third reading of John is the most challenging. I could not help Gooch. From the second reading of John, John spoke of these things in the server beneath the council chambers as he did in the concrete basement sky. So do we have to somehow get into the fucking basement of City Hall now? Welcome to New Orleans City Hall. No council sessions this evening. Building's closed. The Garrett sent us. The guard looks Dallas up and down. Nah. We're here because of Ken or John. I've let a lot of people pass through in the evenings, wanting to take a picture from the roof or whatever the hell. None of them look like you two, following my gut here. City know about this? City just lets the Garretts come in and out after hours? I do what I told. You looking for a reason, go somewhere else. No, we're serious. We definitely want to be polo shirt wearing crypto fash. No, we're training to become Garretts. Why? Yeah, to be perfectly honest, we just need to get inside the mall, my dude. That place has been boarded up for years. Not anymore. Garrett's took it over. The guard shakes his head. This whole city lost its mind. Listen, there's some funny stuff that happens in this building at night. If you think you can just walk up to the roof, it's not like that. Be careful getting around. One of the generators went dead. The elevator is out and so are the stairwell lights. Sorry, is this guard just casually revealing that New Orleans City Hall is haunted as fuck? Catherine, are we about to encounter ghosts? Ahead is an elevator corridor with a stairwell. A long, unmarked hallway extends to her left. The exit is at her back. Down hallway. Catherine wanders the hallway until it terminates at the council chambers. The door is shut. The lobby is behind her. The door to the council chambers is locked. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's fair enough. I also accept that Louisiana is probably haunted as fuck. To stairwell? Gotta go to the basement first, I suppose. Get the scary shit out of the way. A fading fluorescent bulb strobes in the hallway to her left. The stairwell is at her back. Catherine turns the corner and immediately meets the stare of a man squatted on the ground in the stuttering light of the hallway. I wouldn't stick around too long. Why? What's that supposed to mean? The man's demeanor remains unchanged. He removes a receipt from his shirt pocket with a note scribbled on the back. He begins to read. On the 7th floor is a planner, but if you don't listen closely to the following, he'll hide. In the darkness are hands you must shake. Do so in the order I say. Any missteps in the elevator will clear the mistake. The first number is our sequence is the floor above the council chambers, third most distant from the sky. There are 11 floors should one count the basement. Our second number is that which makes an even divide. So that's going to be... Floor above the council chambers would be second floor. Third most distant from the sky, though. So 8. Our second number is that which makes an even divide. And the third is just above it, fifth from the sky. 886? If you need help, friend is outside the building. Open the app and he'll be there. Good luck. What? Where are you going with this? I'm lost. Like I said, I can't help you. If you need help, then go outside, open the app, and talk to friend. Yeah, because I basically forgot all of that fucking conversation. 7th floor is a planner, but if you don't listen closely, he'll hide. In the darkness are the hands you must shake. So floor above the council chambers. So 8. That which makes an even divide. Yeah, so yeah, 4, I guess. It's either 846 or 8. Actually, no, it couldn't be the other thing I was thinking, because that would have to have 12 floors. So, yeah, 846, I think. So, have the Garretts... Yeah, okay, so the power is apparently down on the elevator. I think the Garretts might have fucked with the elevator, though, if I'm being honest. Oh wow, yeah, they literally just want me to fucking shake hands in random floors. That's horrible. Yeah, nope, this is definitely normal. If you want to join our cult, you do have to grab a cop's dick. Just in the dark. Catherine gropes in the sightless dark. Distinct touch of another's hand. Startled, she gasps, withdrawing her own. What is it? Someone is in here? Dallas speaks into the darkness. Hello? Stairwell is silent, but for the decaying echo of his voice. Catherine reaches her hand towards the dark, and an unseen hand grasps and firmly shakes. Who's there? Silence. Here I was thinking this would be a difficult puzzle. If it's not these numbers, I have no fucking idea what it is. Catherine reaches her hand towards the dark, and an unseen hand firmly grasps it. Yeah, fifth from the sky would be 6, so 8, 4, 6, and then I have to go to floor 7, I think? That's 3 handshakes, and nothing happened. I think we got it wrong. What's it say on that receipt? Hit the elevator button. Let's try again. Guy in the basement said, friend is right outside if we need help. Okay, so it's not that. Third most distant from the sky. 11. Should one count the basement? Is it one of those things where they're literally just doing like, oh yeah, the first floor doesn't actually count? Because I know European buildings don't always count the first floor. Hmm. Hmm. So, I've looked it up because I don't like taking too long on these puzzles. So, here's a question. The correct answer to this puzzle, because I have simply looked it up using my incredibly powerful brain, it's 2, 4, 6. The first number in our sequence is the floor above the council chambers, third most distant from the sky. Does it literally just mean it's at the bottom of the stack and they wanted me to guess that it's the second floor? I think third most distant from the sky is literally just them being cheeky because it's the most distant from the sky in terms of City Hall's fucking layout. This Nazi cult's puzzles fucking suck, man. I will say, I'm noticing kind of an issue where when NORCO actually tries to do puzzles instead of writing an atmosphere, it's not actually particularly fun. All of the puzzles so far have kind of been a pain in the ass. I'm a fool. I'm a fool. I've done it wrong a second time. You know what? We're all just gonna take a minute and we're gonna think about the choices that led us to this embarrassing moment. It's 256. It's not 246. Why did I do that? And why is it 5? Should one count the basement? You shouldn't. Yeah, should one count the basement? You're not supposed to count the basement. It is it is one of those puzzles where it's like, we don't count this floor. I bet the Nazis think they're real fucking clever for this little puzzle. So do they just have dudes here every single night just waiting to shake the hands of random people in this stairwell for their cult? Oh, the hand is pulling me towards the floor. Catherine? It's... The hand jerks her violently to the floor. Dallas attempts to intercept the figure in the dark, but only meets the wall. Hey! He slaps the wall. Tell me who the fuck is there? His echo trails off into the extremities of the stairwell. As Catherine looks up from the ground, a light switches on high above them. Dallas, help me up, please. Dallas recovers Catherine from the floor, and she hangs she hangs her arm over his shoulder. You're not in any condition to be doing this shit. I know it. I see a light. She gestures weakly. Up there. I'll carry you. No, it's fine. Let's just go find this planner, get to the roof, whatever it takes to be done here. A narrow thread of light shines from a doorway down the hall. Catherine steps into the warm lamplight glow of the 7th floor office overlooking Duncan Plaza. Hey, it's the office that's lit from the street. A man sits at the desk facing the window. He looks back at Catherine and looks away. Office is closed. Trying to get to the roof. I was hoping I'd get access to the roof. The planner turns in his chair. I see. Any chance you could help? You don't look like the other ones, I'll say that. Excuse me? Where's your shirt? The planner dismisses Catherine with a hand wave and points towards a coat rack near the door. Keycard's hanging on the rack. He returns to his original posture facing the window. Catherine grabs the keycard. Working late? Planner looks at Catherine over his slouched shoulder. No later than usual. We're drafting a new master plan. Catherine nods and leans against the jamb of the door. It's been an ordeal. You may have seen about it in the news. The antagonism in this city, my God, everyone wants something different. The planner looks away from Catherine. I'm the one they hate the most. The other planners are more interesting, younger. They're passionate about the work. I'm old now. I watched them bulldoze the projects. I wanted it. Wanted them gone. You don't know what the wrong decision is until you make it. The road splits and you have to keep going. The highways, they have to go somewhere. The houses, they're gonna flood sometime. As he speaks, he crouches into himself in an odd and anxious way. And no one wants to relocate. But the stubbornness of nature is unmatched. It drives the rest. In the end, it drives our decisions. It forces them, you see? Floods have made a lot of decisions for me. Some will confront these decisions before others. This creates an imbalance, creates the conditions for conflict. When we plan, we don't plan for a community. We plan for a city at war with itself. We decide the winners and the losers. As the stakes grow higher, the losers, they're going to hate us. He returns his gaze across his shoulder and meets Catherine's eyes before looking away a final time. Gives me a fucking ulcer. I'm not qualified to comment. This is killing me. An exit sign casts an obscure red glow over the area. Ahead is a steel door with panic bars. Mounted to the wall beside it is a magnetic card reader. This must lead to the roof. Catherine scans the ID badge and pushes open the door. Catherine steps through the door into the cool winter air above City Hall. I need to sit for a moment. Of course. Dallas gestures to a nearby air conditioning unit. Let's sit. Yeah, it's definitely yeah. There are ways to fix the problems that the cities in America have, and consistently it seems like the people in charge of those decisions are instead choosing the quote-unquote solutions that just make things worse for everyone. And I really don't know if there's anything to be done about it at the end of the day. Like, at a personal level. Like, unless I start throwing Molotov cocktails, you know? So I don't have any comment to make other than the way it is sucks and y'all should fix it. 'Cause I'm a space dog. Getting too old for this, says Dallas, in a mirror of how I feel right now. Running around like this on my 49th birthday. What a life. Birthday? Today's your birthday? Today's my birthday. At least it's memorable. No question there. You alright? I'm fine. Just need to breathe for a minute. Yeah, Dallas, would you prefer happy birthday or would you like Feliz Navidad? Something like that. Because, apparently you only listen to fucking Christmas music! And the only festive Christmas songs I could think of that aren't shit to listen to are Feliz Navidad and Dominic the Christmas Donkey. That was strange. You never be normal with Super. There's gotta be some shit like that. So, will I keep doing it? I don't know. Dallas lifts his hand in resignation. It's not much else, really. Not anymore. What would you rather be doing? I'm not gonna say there's other apps, because this app gave us like $20 just for signing up, which is pretty good in the scheme of things. What I'd like to do is be home with my daughter and my grandchild. Where's home? Holly Grove, right near the canal. They started staying with me a few months back. They liven up the place. Kids do that. You got any? Son and a daughter, 2 years apart. Still at home? My younger one, I can't get him out of the house. My daughter, she doesn't want anything to do with me. Thought maybe when I was diagnosed she'd come around, but she never did. Catherine looks towards the westbound traffic. No. She never did. Hurts to be dropped like that. Sometimes it hurts worse the more time passes. I just know I won't see her before I die. And that... It does. It does hurt. It hurts. And then you die. The two of them laugh. It's not all bad. Just hope there's something on the other side. There is. I know there is. The ones I hurt and left behind, I'll see them there. I'll get to apologize. Amen. Let me ask you the same question you asked me. Why keep doing this? Not a lot of runners our age. Long story. This is my first time on the app, but things have been interesting for a while now. I tried to have a straight job once upon a time, but that didn't last long. Yeah? Why not? Let's just say I lied on my resume. Nearly everyone you meet has a story like that in this line of work. Nothing special about me, then. I wouldn't say that. The old man in the ditch thinks you're special. What would you prefer? For your manager at work to think you're a go-getter? Or for the ditch man to think you're special? I would prefer the ditch man. Let him think it. So you figure this last sculpture is around here somewhere? Said something about it being in the sky. Oh yeah, it's right over there. It's not even up in the sky, it's just like... just over on the roof. They really think they got something special going on with this fucking Pokemon Go Apocrypha shit, huh? Silly Jimmy Superdome. They changed it again. What was it before? Pearl Dish Soap Superdome? Handsome Burgers Superdome? I don't know. I lost track. Yeah, they changed the name of the local stadium basically every year in every state, and it's really weird. I think it's because the notion of T-Mobile having an entire arena is kind of insane. This stream in memory of Doug Dimma. No longer owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. In fact, there is no Dimsdale Dimmadome. It's just the Dimsdale Dome. Distant traffic glides along the Mississippi River along the Crescent City connection. Alright, time to scan this bastard fucking sculpture. Huh? The tracer for the sculpture is definitely here. Wait a minute. Please tell me that this weird Instagram cult doesn't have dominion over space somehow. Please tell me that they just projected it in a weird place. Yeah, okay, it's still above the little tracer. They're just projecting it up in the sky like assholes. Fuck off. Third reading from the Apocryphon of Kenner John. New Orleans is a pit, and Garrett's stuck in it. New Orleans is the lowest world. A messenger visits John, tells him about the early faithful now living in the cavities of the Martian moons. Tells him there's a way to commute with them through the Adamic language of angels and spellcasters and others who know God's mind. There's a chrism, a fluid that John must imbibe. It's in an egg that floats in the sky. John is blessed with a plan to escape the low world's reach. The Garretts must build a spacefaring ark, a vessel with which to leave this earth. Having imbibed the chrism, John may ascend beyond the distortion of the low world and listen for the twilight language. Two Garretts work together at Stennis. John appoints them to oversee the task. They soon find other engineers sympathetic to their plan. The Garretts labor for 646 days, and in that time the ark is complete. All that remains is the egg which holds the chrism to know God's mind. Yo, did these guys drink the fucking goop out of a rock they found near the oil refinery? Yo, are they drinking that fucking BP Aglophidus? Turner John, my guy. Are you fucking mainlining that shell schnasty? And you're just fucking wigging out in an abandoned goddamn mall? So is that it? We found all three. Let's go ask the kids at the mall. 1225, 646. Those are the numbers we have to remember. Unlike White Claw, there is nothing but laws when you're drinking the Fash Black Claw. Alright, time to order another goddamn Uber to the... You know what? Before we take an Uber to the goddamn mall, let's go bother our fucking case partner's family. Hell yeah, dude. Let's go say hey to your goddamn grandchildren, loser. Love this house. It was my daddy's. But I'll be damned if it isn't cursed. Every time I get a little money in the bank, the place floods again. Well, you got the TV muted, buddy. Mom's studying. See? Marfa grins wide. Kid of the year. Little early for a tree, isn't it? Never too early for Christmas. I love Christmas. You're a fucking weirdo, Dallas. Look at my grandchild, always playing games. I don't mind as long as he keeps the grades up. It's the birthday boy! How is it over here, kiddo? Oh, I mean, Gub and I still have the Christmas tree up on the bridge, actually. It's sitting... Well, it used to be the captain's chair, but now the captain is Bones, so it's sitting in the lap of the bones that are in the chair that used to be the captain and the chair that used to be the captain's chair. It's a little Charlie Brown Christmas tree. We found it in a thrift shop. It's really cute. Fine. Homework. Austin's sick. You sick, Austin? Yes, sir. Why all this, sir? His dad makes him say that now? What's he know about manners? So it's bad, then, that he wants to teach my child respect? Dallas waves away the comment. I'm not sir, alright, Austin? I'm your pops. Yes, sir. Knew you were gonna say that. Got you a little something for your birthday. It's under the tree. Oh, come on. I told you. It's small. Trust me. Let me go see what it is. Would you look at this? A new tie. Yeah! Oh, baby! Now that... You know what, Dallas? I love it, man. Oh man. You know what? I am 100% in favor of Dallas's weird fucking appreciation of Christmas. You know what? I'm so sorry that I was mean to you, man. Well, what do you think? Austin picked it out. Austin, I love it, buddy. Mom said you needed a new tie. We got it at the dollar store. Pops doesn't need to know that, Austin. Oh. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. This is the best tie I've ever seen. Your pops can't wait to show it off. Love you, little man. Love you, Pops. That's music to my ears. I there are these moments where I just remember where we are and I remember the refinery and I want to start fucking screaming. I just want to start screaming and I don't want to stop. America is a bad place that treats people badly. Super Duck, please don't text me when I'm at work. Oh. Sorry, Super Duck, I didn't need an advance to my wallet. I've basically got it figured out. I guess we'll go fucking check on what the chrism is, and then that'll be the end of the stream, I suppose. Where did those idiots go? Those two little shits. Where'd they go? Hell. Why did we just waste our time? We have to get in here. You speak far too soon, Gengar. You speak far too soon. I think we might have wasted our time. Only one option comes to mind. Creep in the ditch. Afraid so. This night, I hate it. I bet they gave me those numbers just so I thought that I was collecting the pieces to pass their little trivia. I bet they fucking did that to me on purpose. Alright, man, put me in the fucking scunge. Yeah, we need your boat, man. Oh! His face is pure glee. How wonderful! A boat ride into John's fucking skull. We'll live inside it. Calm down. Keep your distance. Lower your voice. We need the boat, not you. The mall, the mall. John's skull, John's skull. The boat is just a little further down the canal. Let us go and visit the sanctum of the garrets. I don't want Papa to have joined the party. And on that horrifying note that Papa is now in the party, I am going to save our game. And that's going to be the Norco for the day, everyone. The stream started bad. We accidentally dropped Monkey out of the back of the pickup truck on the highway. And it ended bad because now Papa's in our party. So I don't know what to say other than I guess stay safe, everyone, because Pawpaw is out there and he's gonna fucking get you.